And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Here we go, here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. It's Mixon on the counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Another try for Mixon. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running it in the wall here, and they'll stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. In fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple of 4th and 3rd down.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Following the good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. The Vikings at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Play action now. Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Good route here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing. Cousins. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And back deep, Daxton Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A good pickup there, 22. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Looking to throw. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow over the middle. He finds Higgins. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Finding room in midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Vikingsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play action. Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
When a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Mixon will try the right side. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was...
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Buying time to his left.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
12 yards there, first down Vikings. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
But doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Levante David in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 38-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down. And on 3rd and 5, this
This will be the 8th play of the drive. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running for it, here's Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one back in the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up.
McPherson's kick is good.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Cousins. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings.
They certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. This is Smith with a grab. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Step on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Slot man moves right. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. Uses the stiff arm. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A game-winning field goal will be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Once again, they run with Mixon. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's Cousins. He's got Rager. And he would get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Cousins to throw. He'll get this right back to Rager. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every...
I come alive in the dark, and I keep